Welcome back, everybody. I had next episode of the Let's Play all recorded and edited and everything ready to go, and like I had a little hard drive issue and it deleted itself. But good news, if you haven't noticed already, we have a new mic now. Audio should be much better. So I figured we just go ahead, test out the new mic, and quick video to do is a drift build. So I figured why not go ahead and do it. I've got a stock S13 here that hasn't been touched yet. So let's get to going. I'm gonna go for probably a low S class. So we are going to go with the RB26, and let's see what this wide body does for us here. Not a whole lot really. It's not much of a wide body, but we'll go for it. Why not? All right. Check, see what, yeah, I'll put the Rocket Bunny spoiler on it. Alright. We are going to go with sport tires. This is going to be, like I said, a low S class, maybe a high A class if that's what it ends up being. I'll go 245s in the front. I do want this to be a faster car. I already have a 400 horse stock engine, stock tire car, well, S13. So let me pick a wheel real quick and we'll be right back. All right, I normally go with the FM10s here, but I only want to go with the RPF ones. I actually used to have a set of these. They weren't inkies. They were drags. They were knockoffs, but they were one of my favorite wheels. We'll go ahead and go 17s. Alright, now this is pretty self-explanatory here. We're just going to pretty much go full race drive line. So we got, go full race drive line, full race chassis, pretty much. They have gotten the menus better now. It is a lot nicer to work with now. They're not as laggy. They're still a little laggy, but I'm gonna go full roll cage, everything in this car. Weight reduction. And now we get to the fun part. I always go full race intake and exhaust. It's just something I do. Not real much explaining to it. Shooting for probably around 550 horsepower, maybe close to 600. I haven't actually looked at the rules yet. I'm not sure for competition. I've heard minimum of 600 horsepower, which I think is pretty stupid, really, having a minimum horsepower. I think a maximum would be a lot better, but that comes from a guy that likes drifting 400 to 500 horsepower cars all the time and keeping up with faster cars. So okay, we're at 452 horsepower so far. What all have we not done? We have not done cams. Ooh, 612. All right, we're gonna go 612. I'll leave the turbo stock. All right, there we go. There's our basic build. 612 horsepower, S750. Now let's go ahead and throw a quick tune in it. My normal base tire pressures. We'll leave the gears pretty much alone. A little bit of camber, but just a little bit of toe in the rear. We'll drop the roll bars way down here. This is a lighter car, so we're going to go a little lower than normal. Go 12 and 9. Always adjust from there, 490. Ooh, we'll go 475. Actually, no, I want to go 500. 500 and 460. Drop it almost all the way. Going to raise it up one click. Help it over some bumps. I like running my shocks like this. Just a half a point split from the front to the rear. A little bit of front brake bias. Actually, quite a bit of front brake bias. And my controller is a little screwy, so I drop my brake pressure down to 80% just to make it a little less snappy on this controller. But I do suggest lowering your brake pressure a little bit, especially if you're not running ABS. Alright, our basic setup. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw my normal paint on this car, and I'll meet you on the test track. Alright, here we go. I went in, did a few practice laps with the car. Ended up bringing the tire pressures down a little bit. I believe we're at 28 and 29 now instead of 31 and 32. And I softened the front springs 10 pounds, raised the rear springs 10 pounds, and stiffened up the sway bars 2 points front and rear. So now I've got it set up for 6 laps. We're going to go ahead and give it our 5 and see what we can get out of this. The first lap's going to be just a warm-up lap, get the tires up to temperature. And see what we can do with it. Oops. We're hitting the wrong buttons, changing gears I didn't want to. And this isn't the normal way I would paint a car and stuff, but the paint shop crashed on me 4 times while I was trying to paint the car my normal red color. So obviously that's not going to happen today. So we just went with the Prismacolor white and some bronze wheels because it was quick and easy and didn't look too bad. Well, already we know we're going to take the top spot from the Cadillac in the first lap almost. All right, here we go. Oh, I think I shipped it just a little early. All right, it pulled its way through. At 650 horsepower at work. Keep a nice line. Could have had a lot more angle there. Yeah, and I extended the gears just a little bit. I think I went to 365 on the rear end ratio. Really let me use third gear a lot more. And lowering that split. Oh, yeah, we could definitely done a lot better in that corner. Lowering the split on the springs definitely helped it be a little bit more controllable and not as twitchy when you're counter steering. It was slow, but there's a lot of angle there. See what she'll do in third gear. See if we can get it to hang out a little wider. That was better. Gotta wait on that fourth gear shift some. Whoa, chassis unloaded. That was my fault. At least we didn't hit the wall. It is going to kind of hurt this lap a little bit, but that's okay. That's why I do 5 laps, not just 2 or 3. That was a lot of e-brake. trying to extend the corners, get as much angle on the exits I can to get as much points built up. That was a better entry. I'm sitting here talking, not paying attention to my steering. This is our last lap. Should be able to break 30, but I think I messed up that first corner too much talking. Yeah, this lap's really sloppy. We're not going to do it this lap, I don't think. Yeah, I tried standing third gear out there and let it see what it would do. Alright, our best lap will be 28.122. Alright, that's definitely going to take first place away from the caddy limo, which we all knew the caddy wasn't going to stay there for very long. I think that was kind of obvious. The caddy was fun as a first kind of gag build, you know, but I like doing oddball stuff, and what's more oddball than drifting a limo? But here we go. This tune will be saved and ready for you guys if anybody wants to download it. All you gotta do is search my name. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.